Hi everybody, let's get started with our Pilates mat class. We're going to start by warming up the spine in a quadruped position. So go ahead and grab your mat and get on all fours. We're going to start with a little cat-cow. So let's go ahead and line the shoulders and the wrists up, and then the knees and the hips are aligned. We're going to start with a nice in-breath and extend our spine. And then we're going to exhale out, and we're going to round the spine. And again, start to extend through the crown of the head, tailbone, and then we're going to go ahead and start to curl the tailbone, round the chin towards the chest, round the back, and we'll do 3 more. Last one. And then back to neutral. All right, from here, we're going to just bring our heel towards our sit bone, and we're going to do a little bit of wagging the tail. So you're going to look at your foot, kind of a side bend, and then look the other way. And we'll do that 4 more times. 4. And then lower that leg down, bring the other heel towards the sit bone, look for your foot, and then look the other way. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. And rest. All right, from here, we're going to just do a little bit of shoulder flexion. So we're going to extend the arms out, kind of just brush one arm out, place it down, and then the other arm, and place it down. 4 more each arm, and again, just kind of gliding it out there, and then gliding it back. Good, 2 more. Try to keep your head in line with your spine. Good, and then pause. And then keeping the shoulders stable, we're gonna take the legs out, alternating. So I'm just gonna float one leg out, bring it in, and then the other leg, and in. All right, alternating. Here's 2. Good. You want to keep your spine nice and stable, along with the pelvis, and just moving the legs. 1 more set. Good. And hold. And then we're going to just do a little rocking back and forth. So we're going to kind of rock towards the heels and then rock towards the hands. And then 1 more. Good. And then you're just going to come down onto your forearms, and we're going to just roll the wrists, kind of work through a little bit of movement here. Might be a little stiff. Good. And then walk yourself back up to that nice quadruped position. And then we're going to do a little bit of tucking our toes under and stretching the arches of the feet. So I'm going to push back towards the arches and then back up. Now, if you can do this in a kneeling position, that would be good too. So you can also take it to this position and then sit and lift up. Sit and up. Good, and we'll do one more. You're really making sure the toes are tucked and nice and square, and then come back down to all fours, and then come onto your sits bones here. We're going to come to a seated position and do some half rollbacks. So I just have my knees bent, feet are flat, and I'm going to reach my arms out in front of me, do a little shoulder roll, relax my shoulders, open my chest, and then take a nice inhale, grow tall, and then on my exhale, I'm going to roll back behind the sits bones, creating a nice C shape with my spine. Take an inhale, hold, and then exhale, I'm going to start with the crown of the head, start to round my spine forward into a nice spinal stretch, and then back up tall. And then again, thinking about initiating this first part from the base of my spine, from the tailbone, so curling the tailbone under, breathing out as I roll back, and a nice inhale, start to nod my chin towards my chest, and come back up. Let's do 3 more, big inhale, roll it back with an exhale. And then inhale, start to bend forward. And 2 more. Last one, big inhale, roll back with an exhale. Inhale, hold, and exhale, bend forward. Okay, let's add a little rotation. So nice in-breath as you roll halfway back. Rotate. Follow your eyes with your hand. Bring it back. Roll it up to tall sitting. And then roll it back again. Rotate out to the left. Bring it back. Let's do 2 more of those. Big in-breath, exhaling, rolling it back, rotate, roll back, rotate, good. Last one. Rotate, and in, and up. Whew, okay, I felt that in my hips, so I'm going to do a nice bridge to extend my hips. So rolling down onto the back, taking your legs hip distance, and lengthening the arms alongside the body. We're going to start by lining your heels up with your sits bones, making sure your neck is long, collarbones are wide, and we're going to start with that pelvic tilt. So tilt the pelvis towards the navel and start to peel off the floor 1 vertebrae at a time. Take the hips as high as you can. Hold it at the top with a nice inhale, and then soften through the spine, lowering everything down 1 vertebrae at a time. And again, curl the tailbone slightly, start to lengthen up. Keep the weight even through your feet. Hold it at the top, and then start initiating that movement from the throat, the sternum, the low back, the sacrum, and then the tailbone will release. 3 more, all the way up. Breathe out. And lower. 2 more, rolling it up. And down. Last one, all the way up. Exhale out. Pause. And slowly release it. All the way back to neutral. All right, lifting with one leg in tabletop. Okay, so we're gonna bring one leg up. Take a nice inhale. Lift the hips up with an exhale. And then right back down. 4 more. Up. And down. There's 3. 4. And 1 more. Good. Lower the foot down to the mat. Lift the other leg up into tabletop. Take a nice inhale and lift those hips up. Exhale. And up for 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. And rest. And lower down. Good. All right, we're gonna take our knees. Just bring your arms out. Let your knees fall to the left and look, your head is gonna look to the right. Back to center. Take your knees over to the right, your head over to the left. Back to center. 2 more times. Ready, and knees to the left, head to the right. One more time. Good. And then bring everything back into center. We're going to do a little leg circle. So take the arms back to the side seam of the body. Extend the legs out long. And we're going to slowly bend the left or the right knee into tabletop and straighten that leg. We're going to do a small circle. We're going to keep the pelvis neutral. So we're going to ground down through the pelvis and just kind of circle through the hip. So we'll get a nice sweeping towards the midline and around for 5. And then we're going to reverse the circle out to the outside and then sweep it in. And 1 more. And then we're going to go ahead and lengthen that leg down. Draw the left leg up. And we'll do it 5. And then you're going to pause and reverse it for 5. And 1 more. And then that leg's going to lower down to the mat. And then let's take both knees. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a little rolling back and forth, just a little spinal massage. So rock back and forth. And we're going to take this into the ab series next. So we got our legs in. You can leave your head down if you like to. The head can stay down and you can just work the legs, or you can come up into your ab curl, and we're going to start with a single leg stretch. So I'm going to extend my left leg, right leg comes in, and switch. Switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Double leg stretch is next. So if you need a break, take a break. You can let your head come down, rock a little bit, and then let's lift. And arms and legs reach out, circle around. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. And then rest. Last one is our scissors, or not last one, we're just gonna do 3 of them. So the scissors are next. We'll extend our legs, come up into that flex spine, bring one leg towards you, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then both knees come in and rest. Very nice. Grab the back of the knees. Let's roll up to seated. And we're going to a saw stretch. So extending our legs out, flexing our feet, finding your sits bones and getting nice and tall. Through the crown of your head, arms are going to go out to the side walls. We're going to rotate to the left and reach your right pinky finger to your left pinky toe. And then the other way. Good. 2 more sets. And 1 more. Fabulous. Lower, and let's go on to our sides. I'm going to start on my left side. And today we're going to go up onto my elbow. And I'm going to work on a high kick. So I'm going to go a little bit turned out. And I'm going to take the leg up, high, and then down. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then going right into a développé. So sliding the toe up the shin, extending my leg and lowering down. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. So up, bend, and extend. 2, 3, 4, and 1 more, and rest. Okay, last one is a large circle forward and a large circle back. So taking my leg up and circling around. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And resting down. Come all the way down to your side body. Stretch it out. Little side bend. Toes are pointed. Palm is facing down. I'm going to lift my upper body and my lower body. Reach for my toes and back down. Here's 2. And I want 1 more, and reach overhead, give yourself a little stretch. Take the bottom arm, bend it, support the head, draw the knees in for book opening. So taking the arm straight, rotating your upper body forward and then rotating it as far back as you can go. And coming back. And we'll do 3 more. Right, holding here, we're gonna push ourselves up to seated and go to the other side. So bring your legs around and go onto your side. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. And then we'll start with a high kick. Oh, actually I was up on my forearm for this one. So coming up onto my forearm, you could go all the way down to that arm. Okay, it's up to you. Hand in front, so we stay stacked, and leaning forward slightly. Turn the feet out, kick up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, develope, so slide it up, extend it, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay. A large circle forward and then a large circle back. So take a nice in-breath, bring the leg up and around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And rest. Okay, coming all the way down for our side bend. Palm is down, head is resting on your arm, other arm is reaching for your toes. We're gonna lift our upper body, lower body, and then down. And 1 more. Good, all right. Book openings, bend the knees, support the head, and let's do 5 book openings. So reaching forward, our sternum is gonna rotate towards the floor. Start to open up the chest, rotate that upper body as far as you can go. And back, 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Excellent. And come up to seated. All right, we're gonna come up. We're gonna do a little rotation, some spine twist. Again, so legs are gonna be reaching forward but together. And this time we're gonna try placing our palms right on our shoulders. And then focus on grounding our hips down into the mat and then growing tall, stacking ears, shoulders, ribs, and hips. We're gonna do a little spine rotation to the left. So we're gonna go left for 3 pulses and then center. And then right for 3 pulses. Good, and really try not to crank on your spine. Do a little bit of just reaching up and getting tall, taller, and then tallest. Coming back and then over to the right. One more time. Just nice, gentle rotation, and then back to center. Good. All right, going on to our tummies. So we're gonna lay on our stomach and work on some moves for the shoulders. All right, so lay on your tummy, legs are together, and we're gonna reach our arms towards our heels. So we're gonna get into like a nice dark position here. Okay, and we're gonna just have our head 1 to 2 inches from the mat. We're going to lift the upper body, lifting our eyes, head, neck, upper torso, reaching for your heels, and then coming all the way back down. And again, lift it up and down. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. And then last one. Good. And then let's go into child's pose. Stretch that low back out. Take it nice and wide. Sit back into your hips and stretch them out. You can have your arms going forward, hips going back, and hold for 3 breaths. Coming up, we're going to go into leg pull. So we're going to get ready for a plank. So let's just walk our arms to the front of the mat here. Palms are wide, like stars. Shoulders and wrists are aligned. And then we want to start by just extending one leg out. Okay, and then the other. We're just going to hold the plank for a minute here. Find your plank and then add a little bit of flexing and pointing the feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then one knee comes in and then the other. And then if you want to come down onto your forearms, again, you can roll the wrists. Nice. And then we'll come back up into the plank. So coming back into a plank position, extending one leg, and then the other we're going to add on to this one also. We want to start by pointing the right foot and then lifting that leg 3 times. And then lower the leg down, extend the left leg, point the toe, and lift 3 times. And then place that down, bring one knee in, and then the other, and sit back one more time. And then we'll go right into an inverted V, so tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, and we'll go into 10 trots. Alternating, heels down. Here's 3. Good, and then lower the heels, soften the knees, walk the hands back towards the feet, keep the knees soft, and then either roll up or hinge up. I'm going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. A nice standing position. Reach my arms up to the ceiling. Just lean a little bit over to your right and then over to your left, and then reach both hands up and bring them down. Good job, everyone. Have a nice afternoon.